This video will demonstrate how to search for music incipits in the RISM online catalog. The music incipit search allows you to search for the first few beginning notes or measures of a piece or movement, which is useful when you are searching for opening melodies or themes, need to identify an anonymous work, or are looking for the same piece in different sources. The incipit search is available through the advanced search. The online catalog offers two ways of searching for music incipits, either using the index or the on-screen keyboard. For both searches, you can search either your exact notes in the field music incipit, or search for a transposition using music incipit with transposition. Let's try the index search first, which is useful for very basic diatonic searches. Simply enter upper or lowercase letters. Accidentals, sharps, flats, and natural signs are ignored in this field. For example, for the note E flat, enter an E. For the English note name B, either B or the German H may be used. I have 12 results. I'm doing an exact incipit search, so these records have exactly the pitches I searched for. Let's note a couple of things here. First, notice the incipit in the record is longer than what I searched for. The incipit also begins with the same notes that I searched for. The note B flat is found even though I entered B, and this record has a grace note even though I did not search for it. Grace notes are included if they're there and ignored if they're not. And finally, rests are ignored. I entered 8 notes in my example. I think that's a good place to start, and you can always add or delete notes if you get too few or too many results. Now I'll show you the difference when you select the option Music Incipit with Transposition. My results also include incipits that have been transposed from the initial search query. You can see that with 54 results, I have a lot more sources. This way I get this piece, which starts on a G, even though my search started with an F. Now I'll show you how to use the keyboard. I'm going back to the advanced search and I'm going to clear the previous search. The keyboard is useful if you want to do a chromatic search. All enharmonic tones are also searched, even though they will display in only one form. Sharps and flats apply to the current note only. The keyboard covers 5 octaves. The X clears the incipit field entirely. If you have to correct a note, click in the staff after the note, click the arrow, and enter the correct note. You can also do this if you need to add a new note. Simply click after the note where you want to add the new note and click on the new note. The notes that you enter appear here for the search. As with the index search, you can search using the exact notes that you input or select the transposition option. Here you can also select anywhere in incipit, and it will search anywhere in the music incipit, not only the beginning. These are my results, and as expected, we have a lot of Beethoven. But you never know what else you'll find. Now a few things to keep in mind about the music incipits. 1. Not every record has an incipit. 2. The music incipits are not standardized in any way, meaning that they reflect the incipits as they appear on the sources themselves. This means you might notice some slight variations among different copies of what is essentially the same work. Also remember that music incipits vary in length, so one source might have 12 notes in the incipit, while another record has 8 notes. Since the incipit search is part of the advanced search, it is possible to combine it with other fields. You might want to search for incipits used by a certain composer, a genre, or a text. If you have any questions about the incipit search, feel free to ask them in the comments below, or send us an email, contact@rism.info. Thank you for your attention.